Hello and welcome back to my Manifesto Success series. And we are on the second chapter, and today is our sixth episode on the second chapter. We're going to talk about today time based. But before we move on, I would like you to go and listen the previous one if you haven't done it. And I would appreciate if you can start liking, sharing, and commenting and see if anyone can have a benefit out of it. So let's move on. Today we are going to talk about control on time and speed, to how speed matters and how you can control the time on your product, increase your productivity and so forth, so on. So time-based competition is demonstration of the power of time management and how companies can use it to gain a competitive advantage. For companies that make best use of time as they respond and adapt to change in the market and other possible conditions and obstacles, they will gain an adaptive advantage. But time-based competition is about more than just viewing time as a critical resource. It's about time as the basis of a strategy. As the pace of global competition increases, most business leaders are concerned about their company ability to move fast enough to take advantage of opportunities or counter threats. In today's hyper-competitive environment, how well a company executes its business strategy is only one part of the corporate success equation. Lately, a corollary has been added. Sustainable growth depends equality and how quickly a company can implement a strategic initiative. Whatever launching a new product, integrating an acquired business, developing a sales territory, or counting a competitive threat, the window of opportunity for the company can be relatively small and can close rapidly. Hence, businesses are under extreme pressure to innovate and to do so quickly on top of being unique and positioning. If they are too slow beginning a new product or market, they make a mistake along the way. They could be overtaken by faster moving competition. Various factors facilitate strategic speed and help close gap in achieving it. Several of them directly related to leadership capability, others related to team dynamics and company climate. How can we then summarize the main factors that improve our success? The success of the product business individual depends on the one could control time and speed. And two factors will be considered further in our discussion are time-based strategy and a speed to market. Time-based strategy of competition is a demonstration of the power of time management and how companies can use it to gain a competitive advantages. For companies that make best use of time as they respond and adapt to change in the market and other possible conditions and obstacles, they will gain an adaptive advantage. But time-based competition is about more than just viewing time as a critical resource. It's about a time as the basis of a strategy. The concept was made well when known in the business world by a BCG's George Stock, who first coined the term in a 1988 Harvard Business Review article, Time, the Next Source of Competitive Advantage, and publishing a follow-up look in 1990, Competitive Against Time, How Time-Based Competition is Reshaping Global Markets. So those two articles, a strategy-based company after working with over 200 clients on a wide range of strategic management projects, have confirmed that there are a multiple of benefits to having and working on a strategy in organization. Those CEOs and owners that recognize the values of having a strategy and made the commitment of time and resources to manage its execution consistently improve their performance. Now comes to the speed to market, why it is so important. One way to explain the importance of speed to market for business is by explaining how decreased speed to market can hurt. Decreased speed to market gives the competition the advantage when it comes to the innovation, allowing them to reach consumers with new products, services, or offer before you do. Give other businesses the opportunity to dominate the market even with a substandard product, simply because they got there first. Allow you to develop a reputation for being follower rather than just an industry leader. 3 ways speed to market can benefit your business. Being the first to talk to customer and prospect about a new ideas gives you the spotlight. Topics lose their shine slightly by the fifth times you hear about them. You can take advantage of windows of opportunity when they open. You can keep the momentum going for your company by implementing marketing material quick and effectively. When it comes to the marketing, there are several ways you can increase your speed to market. Shorten your supply chain. That will be first to start. Your supply chain represents the link that are needed to bring your message to market. A streamlined approach from creative to production to a delivery as to continually efficient as so to keep it efficient and constantly calibrated. And second, anticipate the need of your sales team. Create value-added material ahead of time so you have sales tool ready for waiting them. Your sales team needs them. Rather than waiting for sales to ask and then having a further wait of week, months before a campaign delivers result. Distribute controls so decision can be made as quickly and as close to customer as possible. However, there has to be also control from top management on weeding out the issues faces and keep a clear line of sight for the entire team. The top-down approach should be very limited so that no meddling takes place and the freedom of team is kept intact. There is no way for people to spawn and adopt quickly if they have to get permission before they can do anything. Having pre-approved banded material that local managers can update and can distribute when they need to can help you achieve this. The fuel for speed is an engaging climate. When we walked the hallway of companies that executed with speed, there was a certain feel. People seemed energized and focused. They enjoyed talking about the business. They offered ideas for going things differently, and they were clearly committed to success. They also realized challenges held themselves to high standard and approach to take a responsibility for playing their role in making their initiative successful. They would likely go to extra mile to do their part. There was no mistakes how the optimizational climate affect these people and climate ultimately the company's approach to speed. So speed to market and time-based strategy are significantly important to today's business. However, sustaining speed involves continuous learning, containing not only reduced time to market but also increase speed to market over time, and thus establish a strange speed track record also supported the idea of continual learning. In other words, faster companies were intent on learning from experience. They were open to trying our new ideas, but they were also made a point of debriefing fully after new ideas were tested. Slower companies, by contrast, tended to move on to the next project immediately once the present done was completed, without stopping to analyze shortcomings or pitfalls. In today's complex business environment where things are changing constantly, perfect execution is important, as also speed of execution. While you are trying to perfect a certain solution or product, the situation might have changed already, rendering your product or solution irrelevant. This results in failure. Failure is inevitable in situation, but as well as known the experience in the best teacher as mentioned above. It is failure that helps in continual learning. Therefore, we must always welcome failure, and fear in failure helps us succeed, which we'll be seeing in the next podcast. So thanks for listening. See you next time.